So the Chainsaw movie is out. People are loving it. The fans are pointing out the great animation, the storylines, the art style. It's got a 97 on the Tomatoer, which is the critics, and a 99 on the popcorn meter, which is the fans. Very rare you see such great correlation between the two, but like with all great media entertainment, there's always going to be a contrarian. And today, that's the good folks over at The Guardian with this headline: The Chainsaw Man movie Reze Arc review, gore-soaked demonic anime squats in the manosphere. You know it's going to be a good article with a title like that. What's going on, y'all? It's the Daily Pleb here. Make sure you're liking and subbing for more content. Now we're going to go ahead and read this up here, and then I'm going to read the bottom because there are spoilers in here and I don't want to spoil you guys. Shortly after last month's Demon Slayer Infinity Castle was confirmed last weekend as the highest grossing anime feature of all time, a big screen outing for a movie adaptation of what in manga terms is a relative upstart. Yeah, it beat Superman worldwide, I believe. And it is good to see something like Demon Slayer. You have to read the manga or you have to watch the anime to even know what's going on. But despite that, it made tons of money. And it's good to see that, when quality comes out, even the normies recognize quality. I mean, we've had the same slop come in from Hollywood over and over and over. And it's just good to see that quality finally wins once. But let's go ahead and continue into the article here. Tatsuki Fujimoto's gore-soaked coming-of-age saga, first serialized in 2018, standard critical guidance applies. What will doubtlessly be catnip for fans is likely to prove varyingly baffling for newcomers. Now, I just want to say something like this. I don't understand with the fascination of wanting to make a movie or, any sort of entertainment for people who aren't your fan base, your target audience. If you make a movie for Chainsaw Man fans, you're going to get new Chainsaw Man fans. But if you make a movie for non-Chainsaw fans, not only are you going to alienate your already Chainsaw Man fans, you're going to alienate the new people you brought in, because the movie is not an accurate representation of what the fandom is. We see this with Games Workshop with their female custodies. You're bringing in people who only care about the female custodies, right? And so when they come in, they see the community, they see the fandom, they see the rest of the lore, they're not interested. And then you only alienate the people who were already interested in Warhammer because they're seeing how easily you're just going to retcon lore. And when you continuously do retcons, what's the point of being a fan? I used to be a massive Star Wars fan. I loved it. And then the sequels come out. Disney buys it. And it's like everything that I knew about Star Wars, well, guess what? It turns out I know nothing at all because now it's all retconned. And it just made me lose interest, entirely. And I feel like it's probably the same for a lot of Warhammer fans out there right now. But that rant being over, let's actually get back into the article here. Arriving late to the frenetic game offering, few chances for catch-up. The latter can't bite, however, cling to the Halloween-adjacent release date as a partial decryption device. Fujimoto's teenage hero, Denji, voiced by, I'm not going to pronounce his name, Toya, has a chainsaw-wielding demon squatting in his soul, suggesting the twin influences of Toby Hooper and Shinya Tsukamoto. The fallout from this will be, to coin a phrase, exaggerated. I have seen zero fallout. This is literally the only negative article I've managed to find. But, the underlying emotions remain legible, maybe even relatable. A dopey slacker like Denji is torn between two romantic prospects, notably nice girl Makima. Oh god. Boy howdy do I have news for you. Who appeals to his cultured side, I'm not sure if cultured is what I'd call Denji, and a freckled, jade-eyed waitress, Reze, who invites our boy to break into school after hours to skinny dip. So let's actually go ahead and get into the final, I guess, notes on this author's review. And it's baffling. Before the final descent into exhausting city thrashing, its gleefully perversity is semi-interesting. What the success of these titles tells us is that there's an audience whose desires aren't currently being met by Hollywood pencil pushers. Man, is it a male-oriented, though. From Denji's frilly pink fantasies to the fact Reze becomes more pornographic in appearance, the more demonic she gets. Yoshihara is not shy about courting those who might have felt uniquely wronged by the opposite sex. How do you get this from Chainsaw Man? I have no idea, but you need to breathe, okay? Touch some grass, maybe drink a water, maybe drink I don't know what you need. Take some vitamins, because clearly your brain ain't working right. What a rush, Denji squawks in one such incel-friendly indelicacy. I just cut off a beautiful woman's leg. I'm sorry, I messed up. As you can see, I'm losing brain cells by the second reading this. And yeah, I cannot believe that this is what The Guardian pulled from the movie. And I mean, I'm just wasting your guys' time here, because this was just awful, right? So I am sorry for wasting your time with this terrible article, but you know, I had to. That being said though, that's going to be the end of this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye now.